Hello everyone, this is Bigalski.
And this is JTB.
And this is Chapter 7, Ninja Gaiden 2004. Very hard walkthrough with my good buddy JTB. And this, I did Chapter 6, 2 versions, not upgrading the flails and upgrading the flails. This continuation is with the upgraded flails. And I do want to show this at the start, this little quick jump. There. So that'll save you a little bit of time versus running down or... you know, doing some of the other stuff that you need to do. So, anyway. My usual start. Missing him. But now that I got the level 2 flails, man, I'm golden here.
Yeah, you kind of feel a bit overpowered here, like, with the level 2 flails. You just do so much damage. And you're up to 4 nimpos here, too. Thinking about it.
But see, here's something, of course, I got one back. You know, so I got shot, so instead of trying to go after and attack him, you know, I went ahead and UT'd the people in front of me. That way I'm not wasting any more movement. The one reason why I'm using Nimpo is because I still don't know about the time limit and how it's going to, you know, affect me on this run. I believe it's 37 minutes. It's not anywhere what it would be on Ninja Gaiden Black. And I had that
on NGB, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I had that little time glitch again in my save, like I showed in my Chapter 2 video. It happened again in Chapter 6. It happened again here. It's happened on JTB's run. So I don't know what's going on. So instead of trying to play through it, I've just kind of reset to try to see if it would go back to normal. Maybe save on a different save slot, things like that. So I don't understand why it does that, but I'm playing a little bit more cautious because of that. And you know, when I say cautious, you know, using Nimpo and trying to kill him a little bit faster than, you know, just trying to save my Nimpo.
It's funny, it's a real shame you don't have Inazuma here. It's really fun on HP1 to just come in here with Inazuma and 5 Nimpo slots and just wreck everything.
Now again, what's the move called? See, I'm surprised. Oh, I have been.
Yeah, look at yeah. So I mean, like when they're mid animation, they just tank damage like crazy. That was like 2 full ripping thunders and then some.
Well, again, I know I have the benediction on that I kept here. But so that's the Flying Swallow with the Dragon Sword. We're just Red Heart Firebrand, I think is what it's called. But we'll just call it the Flying Swallow. And you want to finish with the Y. See, again, wasn't keeping track of my essence. It kept me. I was too long fighting that guy, and my essence disappeared. I can't tell you how crucial that is. And here's something else too. You know, maybe I don't need the benediction on and would kill him faster with the sun on. And then worry about getting essence later on.
Yeah, it is the case in Black that a benediction doesn't actually affect absorbed essence like we thought it did for so long. So you think the majority of your essence here is going to be collected via absorbing it for UTs. So, you know, if you spot a chance to actually pick up some money, then you might as well swap over to Benediction. But all the while you're just absorbing it for UTs, you might as well just keep Sun on.
Okay. Well, there you go. People remember that because I didn't. So it might hurt me on some speed, and you know that would be hard to test in terms of, you know, doing this challenge, because you'd have to do the same amount of UTs, the same amount of hits and everything to kind of gauge if it's working or not. I think I got a little lucky. Did he spawn or something?
Yeah, I was going to say, look at that. He spawned right into that. As we say, nothing wrong with getting lucky.
Hey, I'll take it, man. That's
so now your combo. So here your combo is getting high. So now you can see they're giving you 2 orbs. So like that right there, I probably would have actually collected that money.
Yeah.
Because that was a lot of money right there. That would have been. I'm trying to remember what the multipliers were, but that would have been about the best part of $4,000, I think, that was out there.
Oh wow.
That's something I need to do. Might do that tonight on stream. Actually test the essence system and see if it is the same as HP1. Because it definitely seems to be. from the combo kills and that I've been getting.
Well, what a bad time to throw a shuriken,
Yeah.
wasn't it? I thought I was going to hit that guy, but he was already in his moves. That was not very good. But I think since I didn't use all the supplies that I had used without upgrading the flails, I have those supplies now. Man, I almost feel like going back here and fighting it with just the sun on me. But
Yeah, and thinking about it, like, you got Chapter 8 coming up, you got Chapter 9, you're not really going to need a whole lot of Nimpo in those chapters, so you can kind of burn what you have here, and then by the time you get to Chapter 10, you have the pill bugs, you're going to be earning tons of money,
right.
so you know, that's not going to be a huge deal. As long as you get your UF in time, it's all good, really. And by in time, we mean before the first boss.
Right. I have something kind of fun planned for that whenever we finally get to that. Man, I really wish I remembered that you said that the benediction, the collection's not what we thought it was, because I, probably hurt myself on some time without the benefit of getting the extra money.
Yeah, exactly. Funny, I keep meaning to go back and redo Military Destruction 5 for that same reason, because on that high score run I put out last year, or was it earlier this year, I have benediction on for that exact reason. And
this is no problem. Sorry.
Yeah, this doesn't matter burning a rebirth here.
Yeah.
But I could have kept on like Tranquility for mission mode and kept my health recharging the entire time, but I didn't know that I could do that.
Right. So here, in the last video, without upgrading the flails, I used a rebirth, used the spirit of a great devil elixir, and now that I had upgraded the flails, I didn't need to do that. So now I have that to burn, because having 2 rebirths at this point is really, you don't need it. Maybe
it's kind of it's overkill, yeah, for sure.
And now that I have the Nimpo, might as well use it too.
And also worth mentioning, when you actually use a rebirth, that kind of little bit of time that it takes for it to pop up and like get used, that doesn't actually register as like game time. So you essentially get like a free health and Nimpo refill for free in terms of time. Whereas normally you'd have to go into the item screen to refill your Nimpo and health. On the rebirth not taking up game time, you essentially get it, without actually having to spend time, which is good as well.
Right. So, again, we had talked about this in the last one. Try to group these guys together so you can be killing 2 at a time or more. Because just doing 1 at a time is almost kind of a wasted, is wasted time.
Yeah, but look how fast this is with the level 2 flails.
Right. I should be able to get one of those guys. So I know I'm spending a little bit more time getting them together, but it's still faster than doing each one on its own. Boy, they sure are bite happy though on this one versus Ninja Gaiden Black. I remember people talking about how hard these guys were, and it was like, oh, they're so easy. They started saying it was so easy whenever they played Black. But kind of going back into all of this, they are pretty tough and grab happy and can do a lot of damage and not take a lot of damage depending on their moves. So I think I absorbed this one and just go back to this is really a good combo, even with the level 1 flails. This is such a good to launch them and then Fiend Sealer them, because you can try a lot of moves with that level 2 Dragon Sword and you're hardly going to do any damage.
Yeah, the level 2 Dragon Sword for these guys is terrible.
Other than launching them, I think I saw that on your stream, so thank you.
Fun fact though, thinking about the launching aspect, you don't really want to do that on every single one, because you remember, you have to go into and out of the item screen every time you do that, and again, that's not free time, that does actually count.
I didn't chain my essence like I thought, and then of course I jump in the corner, and it's so bad. My movement sucks. But yeah, like you said, people need to understand that. It really means a lot going in and out I think whenever I tried that first run and I was over by so far, I'd gone in. So kind of plan your menu, especially in Chapter 6.
Yeah, menu management is something that you probably don't really think a whole lot about until you play for, like, time and score as a factor.
Now, this time limit was kind of hard to make without Nimpo. You can get through. I think I know I can kill him on that. I think I might still have the benediction on him. I might not have swept or changed it over.
Yeah, he seemed to take a lot of punishment there, that guy.
But usually an ET and 2 Ripping Thunders will kill these guys. But again, focus on trying to kill a zombie and an imp as much as possible and get there pretty fast. So if you kill more, you don't have the other Nimpo. I mean, golly, Nimpo, I'm losing my mind. Your other essence out. And waste that. You just use it to your advantage. Yeah,
and the great thing about the level 2 flails as well is the imps only really have to get a look at that UT for it to kill them. Like, pretty much any hit of it will take them out. So you can use like the entire combo on a zombie and then like just really quickly whip around the final hit on the imp and take them out.
Notice that guy I countered, he actually got countered and then got hit and then something, and it didn't kill him. That was the guy that I knocked down earlier. So I got a lucky spawn there that both guys did. But this is what I hate about not being able to rotate the camera. And kind of seeing where these guys are coming from.
Yeah. What is it here, 25?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
Now, you can on landing Gleaming Blade into a Gleaming Blade ET, but if you roll out of the way or bad on the roll and you miss them, you really kind of screwed yourself. I mean, so
yeah, you have to be very, very good with positioning your ETs, your Gleaming Blades rather.
Yeah, so I kind of like that combo right there. ET, 2 Ripping Thunders, and it'll kill the guy. And the good thing about the ET, he started his little munch attack at me, and the ET cancels him out of that with the dragon sword.
For a split second there, I thought that didn't kill him.
I've had it happen before.
I thought, whoa, really? Like they survived a UT Gleaming Blade?
Well, that would have been the ET Gleaming Blade.
That was a UT there.
Was it?
That was a blue. Yeah, that was a blue.
Oh, I thought I'd kill him. Okay, let's see what I know. Oh, I always hate this.
I hate it when he does that.
But I think I get up here. And I started just using my shurikens to kill that other guy, because I can't tell you how many times I've jumped up here and had the other guy knock me off, or pelt me as soon as I land, and the guy that I'm close to pelts me with the arrows. So I just said, you know what, I'm not going to mess with all that. I'm just going to kill the guy and then hope I get up there fast enough to kill him with either an ET or UT.
And if you get hit by the arrows into a wall, that hurts.
Yeah.
Like, that does a lot of damage.
Or especially when it knocks you off and into one of those maces.
Yeah, that too.
That too. So I just said, you know what, I'm not going to mess with that too much. And again, I'm still not sure how I'm doing on time. Maybe we talk about doing a run through on the chapters, but on this right here, it sucks so bad to have to do it. I just kind of wanted to play it.
Yeah, I always like to do at least kind of one test run. Now that I've seen these, I don't really have to. But on the runs where you don't have anything to go on as a comparison, I think it really helps to have that practice run.
Right.
It really hurts that you can't charge a UT here to start this fight out with. It would just be really nice.
Oh, what happened here is my TV turned off for some reason. I'm like, what happened? So I hit pause. I'm glad I hit pause when I did. But not being able to rotate and see what's coming, again, that last hit, it wasn't able to kill the imps, but keep that in mind. We talk about it. So I got lucky. It's funny, it didn't kill the initial guy I was trying to kill.
Yeah, it killed him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is there here? 20?
20.
Oh, there's 20. Okay, so there is quite a few left.
See, that kind of messed me up too right there, because I absorbed my essence when I didn't want to. Boy, I wish I'd picked that up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that would have been a good pattern there. But again, you only got 4 left, so you can shape it.
So I wish I'd kind of put that move in, the ET. See, now I'll ET him. And then that knocks him out of that and kills him. But with the dragon sword. But like I said, I have a hard time, depending on the position of it, of rolling into it the proper way.
Worth noting, the zombies, you usually can't stuff their startup unless it's with a UT or an ET. So, you know their grab move, usually once they start that, the only way you can interrupt them is with a wind run or a Nimpo. If you hit them with an ET or a UT, that will actually stop them doing that.
So here's something other than this bad beginning. Look how I just duh. But here's something that most people try to go and jump up on the ledges back there. I wanted to do something a little bit different to show people. I mean, this is not part of the run. That's the reason the score is probably different. This is just something else I wanted to make to show that use the pillars to your advantage. You can actually do it in the blue room as well, but the blue room's a lot easier to get up on the ledge than the red room is. Yeah, so if people are having hard with this, and because there's so much time, just, you know, you could just kill the guys with arrows and you're good. So having said that, this is part of my regular run.
Yeah, that room can be kind of rough as well.
And again, the spikes really don't do much damage to you, so just always keep your block on. And just watch the maces. And again, versus trying to get up, you know, get up there. I tell you, I've had a time where I never could get up there just right for some reason.
They're way better at shooting you off in this game as well.
Yeah, I hate that too. So
like, annoyingly good at shooting you off in this game.
So it might have taken a little bit longer time, but not by much. But
yeah, and as you said, though, you have the time here, you know? Like, you have the time to spare, so you might as well just use it.
But also, if you can't get up on the red room in a couple tries, then it's not worth the time, because then you've gone over.
Exactly, yeah.
So...
And if they shoot you off.
Yeah.
Like, that costs you a lot of time, too, because of the knockback animation on the arrow, like, the way he kind of goes flying back.
But again, just don't worry about the spike damage. Just, you know, watch where you jump and where you are, you know, compared to where the maces are swinging. So that's really the key part there. I mean, you're going to get a rebirth. I mean, excuse me, and a great spirit elixir. So, you know.
And you've got another life upgrade coming here as well.
Right. And I have the Nimpo. I think you know, he actually drops a lot of Nimpo orbs.
He does, yeah. I've noticed that on this game.
And so whenever he did one time, it's like, okay, do I pick it up or do I get it? And then I end up messing up, you know, what I wanted. Like right here, do I roll into a gleaming blade? Do I try to pick it up? So because I was thinking all that much, I didn't go into my gleaming blade, so I didn't do the damage that I could have done. And there's me doing it again, what we said in chapter 5. You know, you're trying to force it when you know it's not going to happen.
So but you've got Sun on here, though, right?
You know, I don't know if I changed or not, to be honest with you. Okay. I can load up the save and maybe give the answer in. Look at all the Nimpo they gave me.
Yeah, his Nimpo orb drop rate's way higher in this game.
I got lucky that I was able to get another gleaming blade in there. Or that could have been a very slow fight, which, again, can hurt you. Knowing when to light the Nimpo and when not to, don't get over happy with it like I did, because it could die at the very last moment when you think
that's what you want to see.
Yeah. And also, I think I tell everybody this all the time, and I'll say it again every time. The pillars come out on both sides. So, you know, use this to go up and save over here, and you don't want to save at the other save slot. You know,
no, because you'll kill the fight if you have to restart.
Yeah. So I'm going to stock up on what I need to refill. And then, you know, if you have some extra time when you do that little extra run through, you can kill these guys. You're not going to need them for the kills. If you don't go across the bridge, though, you do lose out on the 3 kills. So you'd probably have to, you know, kill these guys. Yeah, you don't want to save at that statue right there. I think I get nailed. Yeah.
Yeah, getting down here without getting shot is pretty tricky in this game.
Now, not being able to rotate and see where this stuff is coming from, you know, is kind of a hassle. And I was really kind of upset with that. But I said, well, again, let me just, you know, play it out and see what happens. Like, I know I have the benediction on here. I know I still do.
Yeah. This fight's kind of straightforward, though, just because they spawn so close to you. You can just kind of go mad.
Right.
With the flails. And just really just kind of let it rip. The odds of you only killing one here are pretty slim.
Right. And notice how I paused to wait for other enemies to come up. I think I get everybody here. The other guy spawns right in the middle of it. Yeah. And like a dumbass, I didn't put my freaking benediction on. Now, I usually never... Well, I pick this up, but I usually never use it.
Oh, Ice Storm?
Yeah. But that's about to change. So I didn't go save. I came straight to this fight. And this fight, it's funny. They'll give you 20 seconds for 2 guys or something. The inconsistencies are so much on these guys. But if I don't get what I want right at the beginning, then I'll just, you know, Nimpo.
Yeah.
And like I said, sometimes you... Oh, here's the statue. I'm like, wait, what?
At least you noticed it, though.
Yeah. So, once you do kind of the playthrough, you can decide, do you want to save before this fight and then go back down? I could sit there and drag the, you know, save before this fight, kill these guys and drag that essence down to Alma, but that's such a pain in the ass fight. So, look what I have equipped for my Nimpo. Because...
Oh, yeah, Ice Storm.
Because... Oh, and since I had the time, I decided to go ahead and come pick this up over here. So... You know, I found out I had the time, and once you drop down, you can't really farm for anything. But this was the first time I equipped this because the little Nimpo loop that you can get her in never worked for me.
It's not that... I don't think it's even, like, a loop on NGO4. I'm trying to think if it's ever worked.
Yeah, so I was going to quit there. And I said, no, you know, this is my first time to try the ice. Let me just go ahead and try it and see what happens. So I missed that. Her recovery, or your frames, or what, recovery frames are so much more brutal. So, see, I dogged it right there. I didn't release when I should have. And then I can't see, but I knock her down. But watch this move. So I do the Blade of Neridian, then try it, and then it doesn't work. So you almost have to do the XY, XXXY move, and then she doesn't seem to really get out of it as much. I mean, she did there, but I think I get lucky and catch her again. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of this to me is luck because she could sit there and spam her pillows or her fireballs, but you have to stay aggressive on this and fill up with your devil elixirs if you have them all, because it's cheaper to buy 4 than buy 5 of the other ones.
Yeah, it is.
But here, again, this was the first try I ever tried it with the Ice Storm. I made the time limit. It's not very clean, but I did it, and I don't have to worry with it anymore. But I really felt that ice connected a lot more than the level 2 Nimpo, Fire Nimpo.
The Inferno.
Yeah, Inferno, yeah. So the time limit's 37, so I actually had, you know, enough time to maybe farm a little bit more somewhere. The kills were 203, but again, that's just kind of play through and see what you have to do. Any thoughts on the Alma fight? I mean, have you seen anybody fight it that way before?
No, I've definitely not seen that on video. But I mean, if you wanted to reset and just kind of wait until you get an Inferno, like a good success with Inferno, then obviously that is going to get you more points. Yeah,
I just I probably tried it 4 or 5 times with the Inferno, and it didn't. She would always seem to get out of it. Yeah. Now I don't know if she just dodges out of that one, and then the ice she doesn't, you know, dodge out as much. So if I had upgraded my Ice Storm to level 2, if that would have done any more damage, I don't know about that, because I'm in such a habit of, as soon as I get that what is it? Spirit of the Demon Seal? Is that what it's called?
Jewel of the Demon Seal.
Or Jewel, yeah. So bad. You know, I always automatically upgrade it to Inferno.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe if somebody wants to try that. But the other part of that is if it doesn't work out and it doesn't do the damage, make sure you have a save, because you won't get another upgrade on your Nimpo, I think, until Chapter 10.
Yeah, and level 2 Inferno is actually like a substantial like increase in like versatility and power versus level 1. Like level 2 Inferno is probably the best level 2 Nimpo for like single damage and like speed combined.
So the Alma fight, you know, maybe wasn't the greatest, but it was something new. It worked. I was happy with it. Normally I would go back and, you know, try to fight it better, but I'm like, I made the time. I did what I wanted to do. You know, if it was all about points, it might have been something different, but my goal, again, is to make the time limits the chapter time and worry about my essence. So I accomplished that, and it's time to move on to Chapter 8. But that's it, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next video.
See you, everybody.